Hello, I'm Melinda NailFanatic for Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm here to do our Love, Peace, and Happiness Divine Downloads. This video is being recorded May 22nd, 2020. Its messages are timeless, so whenever you find it, there's something here for you. Everyone who crosses this message is meant to find it. Everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens on accident. And for several of you, I hear several, I was going to say a few, but I heard several of you, this is going to feel like I'm telling your life story. So let's get into the words of clarity and see what is the energy at the time of you finding this video. Love, pause in love. So where there's love, sit there, stay there, milk it, draw it out. Let's see, what is our word of clarity for peace? Shine is the word of clarity for peace. So shine your light, shine in peace, let your peace shine bright. For happiness, we have the word gain. How can we increase our happiness? Take the gains. Pause in love. Shine in peace. And gain your happiness. The bottom of the deck. Oh boy, again we have the word receive. What is going on? It's like the universe is saying, it's time for you to learn how to receive. It's time for you to begin to receive, allowing yourself to receive. I give myself permission to receive all my blessings. I give myself permission to receive all the evidence of just how loved, valued, and appreciated I am here in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what's the flash card for today. All right. I have the water coming out. Water. Somebody's initial is W, and that matters to you. And I'm hearing Wally and Walter and Wanda and Wednesday and weekend. Look out, weekends. Okay. And it also came out with the color yellow, showing the imagery of the sun. Shine. So gain happiness, emotions. Water is emotions. Happiness, the color of happiness is definitely yellow. The bottom of the deck is the 8 gray cats. 8 being a number of power, momentum, and energy. Gray being the etheric that can become any form of matter. The cats speaking to intuition. So the 8 gray cats pointing in play are saying, intuitively, you knew which direction to go, and you kept letting that energy flow and focusing upon what you desired. And now you're aligning with it. You're aligning with a lot of things that are going to bring you a lot of happiness. A lot of things that are going to bring you a lot of happiness. Have you learned to say yes, please, and thank you yet? Have you seen how it opens up the energy for more yes, please, and thank you moments yet? Let's see what is the major arcana today. Pause in love, shine in peace, and gain happiness. Emotions, yellow, solar plexus, feeling strongly the compulsion, the drawing of the energy of that which is your happy gain. Like you feel it so strong. The major arcana is the Emperor. And I hear God. This is about authority. And I'm getting exercising our authority in our life, of our direction, of our choosing which way we want to go. And also the Emperor is about expanding. It's about growth. The Emperor is about, dare I say the words, conquering and dominating. It applies to business. Like, this is huge business success. This could be internet marketing, internet sales, communications that has to do with large audiences, authority, rulership, leadership, the Godhead. The bottom of the major arcana deck is the Hierophant. Wow. So there it is. The Hierophant is the spiritual authority. It is the highest authority. We have the Emperor and the spiritual authority. And with those two at play, it's like all the guidance that you're getting, all the emotions you're feeling, this joy, this gain that we're having is coming from our place of spiritual authority. We're acting very confidently at this time because we know that we have been spiritually guided. Yes, we do. We know that we are being directed from a higher spirit, from the place of grace. I hear from the place of grace. From the place of grace, we're being directed. From the place of our spiritual authority, of our knowing how to follow our inner guidance system, understanding how our energy goes above and beyond us and aligns us with our true, pure, purposeful manifestations, materializations, and experiences, and how we could actually influence those by aligning with that higher vibration of joy, of pausing in love. This is knowing how to deliberately tap into these energies and expand them in our lives. And knowing what we want to tap into. We found what we want and we've gotten it. Okay. So I'm pulling cards already for a love experience today. And before I get into this, I'm going to see what deck we'll be using for our donation mini readings today, live during the show. It's $5 US or more donation to receive a mini reading here live at the end once I finish this spread. So let me see, which deck is it going to be? I'm getting the Parrot Tarot deck, mini readings from the Parrot Tarot deck today. So this one wants to speak. So that's the one we'll use. So now let's get in. I started laying cards down already for our love experience for today. And the main card of our love experience, the first one that came out, was the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is speaking about a return from the past. This is somebody coming back. This is somebody returning. This is a soul connection, a deep soul connection here. Very deep soul connection. There's a pure attraction with these two. These two people have a very pure attraction with one another. They're attracted to each other as friends, but there is love there. For somebody else, this is all about friendship with someone. And on one side, we have a person who's looking at all the possibilities, the Seven of Cups. There's somebody here who's looking at all the possibilities. Somebody here is looking at, oh, there's so much opportunity within this connection. There's so much we can do together. There's so much possibility for joy, for love, for contentment. And one person says, no matter what you do, I love you. And then on the other side today, we have somebody who's like feeling a little bit pissy. Somebody's feeling a little bit pissy. Yeah. Is that literal for you? Have you been running back and forth to the bathroom all day? The Nine of Cups, and it's in reverse. I feel like even though they're feeling a little bit pissy, this person is well aware that this is a blessing, a spiritual connection. This person can sense the spiritual connection within this relationship, even though they're feeling a little bit pissy today. The Eight of Pentacles is the next card that had come out. It's like you got what you wished for. So now are you willing to do the work? Are you going to change partners again? Or are you going to just forget about it, pretend like you can forget about it? Or are you willing to do the work? The Eight of Pentacles is about working. Somebody here is like, oh my God, I asked for more work and I got a whole lot more work. And it's made you pissy. That's why you're pissy. You've been working your ass off. So now you're pissy. You're like, work. you think you Rihanna? All right. So somebody's saying, no matter what comes our way, this is what I wanted. So we're going to work on this. We're going to make this happen in a relationship. The Nine of Wands. I'm hearing you come a long way, baby, like them slim-ass cigarettes from Virginia. Somebody says to themselves here, I've got all the tools in my belt. I know exactly what to do to get this job done. I've got all the skills. I know what to do. I know how to do things. And I know I'm good at it because I've done it many times before. I've done it many times before. So no matter what comes up here, I know this is going to work out. So there's somebody here who is at the beginning phase of a return where you're going to have to do some work to keep this going. The Page of Wands is here. I feel like this is excitement. You're excited. Somebody here is excited about the opportunity to do the work. Somebody's like, oh man, I get a chance to make this work. I get a chance to do this. Somebody's really excited about it. Like, okay, I'm ready. Which way do I go? What do you need me to do? I'm ready to get into action. I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to make this happen. Oh, Wanda, you're on the list, darling. Next card out is Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. And I feel like it's like a recurring message. I got you, Kat. I feel like that's a recurring message in the sense of getting what you wanted and then having the mastery. So I feel like this is a relationship where somebody knows they're going to have to learn a lot. And the other person's like, I'm just going to have to teach you. I'm going to have to teach you. Because the fact of the matter is, you're what I want. You're who I want. And I'm just going to have to love you and work with you on this. This is like me and my daughter, right? Learning to speak out what we want to bring about. This is like falling in love with somebody who has a basic knowledge of how energy works, but there's still so much more to learn, right? And deciding, well, just because there's more for you to learn doesn't mean I'm not going to take this opportunity to engage, because hey, I was at that place once before too. Look, and the Queen of Pentacles says, I was there before, but now I know exactly how to use this. And I'm still refining it, but I've gotten really good. And look, I have all this evidence. I've got all this evidence that this works. And since I've got all of this evidence and proof that I can actually have and do and be what I want because I've done it before, I really want this relationship to work out. And so I'm going to do the work, put in the effort, and watch this work out for me too, because I have all the skills that I need. And somebody here is willing to learn, showing up with this Page of Wands is saying, show me how to do it. Show me how to do it. The Five of Cups. They say, I'm done being pissy about my past. Now I'm really excited. But here you are. You're like, yeah, but see, somebody was feeling pissy in the past. Somebody was really like irritable. Somebody was really very regretful, keeping their vibe, like their focus was all in their past. And they made a change and they say, I'm ready for something new. They've cut it out. Somebody has cut out being so upset and pissy about their past. They finally let go of some burdens that they had been carrying. And now they're like, okay, I need this chance to make this work. I need this chance to try. I need this chance and I'm going to take advantage of it because I've got this chance. Because remember, this is a return, or else this is the establishment of a deep soul connection if it's not a return. And some of you, though, this is the return of a soulmate. Others of you, you're meeting somebody who you have a very strong soul connection with. A very strong soul connection where it's like you can instantly feel this attraction. And so I hear, make sure that when you instantly feel this attraction, you remember that it's not because it's the perfect mate. It's because it's the perfect mate for the perfect mate that you are. So where you've got your own kinks to work out to shine your star, they're going to help highlight them for you. But there's enough love there to see you through should you choose it. Or will you choose the conflict? Or will you choose the cut and run? Or will you say, well, there's somebody better for me to do this work with than this one? Well, in this relationship, I'd say no. You see, this is the one that you want to do the work with. We have the Four of Swords and it's in reverse. Yet somebody was very remorseful and regretful. They were very guarded when they were like shock and awe when they first had what they had asked for. And they did not know how to make it work, even though the other party did. One party did know how to make it work. The other party did not. And so the party that was overwhelmed, they did some things that they ended up regretting, you know, and somebody got cut off in the past here. And then once they got cut off in the past, that propelled them, compelled them, highlighted for them as they sat alone how to change their ways. And so they did. And so they did. They decided, you know what? I can cut that out. We can put that down. What is it? They put their guard down. They had to put their guard down. They finally realized, like, oh my goodness, this is everything that I asked for, that I always wished for the last 7 years, or 7 years ago. I remember asking, or through all the people I've ever loved, this was what I wanted. Or it's like you contain all the bits. You know, there's some people that say, well, I need to have these 3 men because all together they equal the perfect man. I'm like, you're doing too much for me. But the thing of it is, in this partnership, you've got all the nuances. You've got all the bits that make exactly what I want. You've got all the pieces that makes exactly what I want. Yeah. And so here we have somebody who's like, I already know what I wanted. So I'm focused on doing it, and I'm going to focus on it in a beautiful way. And somebody here is thinking about commitment, huge commitment with the Hierophant here. You've really had a lot of major life lessons. You've been through a lot of pains and a lot of struggles in your past. And so you say, with everything I've been through, I really do understand how to get through whatever is coming in this. And so I'm going to focus here. And I'm going to continue to sit in my place of emotional mastery. And I'm going to continue to express my love. And you say, I will express my love. I will continue to be the awesome me that I am. And anywhere where I feel triggered, where my triggers come up to threaten my happiness, I've already had so much practice in the past of revealing to myself deeper soul wounds that I had held on to, false programs and filters that I had accepted at some point. And now I'm going to continue to refine. If there's anything that comes up, I'll know that it's all about me fixing that within myself, not looking to somebody else to be my solution, but turning within and taking the guidance to overcome it, because there's a huge finality on the way. Somebody is saying, somebody is having doubts. Somebody is having doubts about whether or not this, wow. So there's a flip-flop here in somebody's energy where you say, I got this, I can do it. Then you say, well, I don't know, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I need to just quit while I'm ahead. Maybe my win is in stopping. But here's the thing. This Ace of Cups and this World card are giving me, this is a huge spiritual victory. What's happening here? Huge spiritual victory. See, we look too much to what is the physical thing going on in our physical world, and we forget to look at what is our spiritual, what is the spiritual cause, reason, purpose, and role that this is playing. And this choice of love, of doing the work on yourself, of staying focused and believing, is a huge spiritual accomplishment that is changing your overall energy, as well as the energy of many in your environment, especially the person that you're loving on. We have the Five of Wands, and there's the doubt, there's the challenge. The doubt and the challenges are there. The competition is there. Somebody's thinking about the competition, and they're saying, I got to take this cup of love. I got to take this cup of love over. I'm going to have to go and show this person that I really want to make this work. This is what I really want. Where I was in doubt before. So somebody here found their jealous emotion, because there was, in the separation, there were other suitors there. There were other romantic interests there that were focused on the one that they wanted, on the person that they were in love with. And something happened here. Ooh, we had a huge falling out. We had a huge falling out where the competition fell out. An argument, a discussion, a battle, something happened where the competition was knocked out of the game. And when somebody got wind of that, then they came marching in, bringing their cup of love. Wow. So somebody is having a moment today where you could be hearing from somebody by phone call. You could have missed somebody's phone call. Somebody missed a phone call from a person who had a lot of emotional healing to do about their own worthiness, right? Their own worthiness and deservability. The fact that they were not feeling worthiness and deservability caused them to behave like they didn't take the appropriate action, and it's like they were instead of sitting their ass down, sitting still where they should have, they had to get cut off first. because this person was always focused upon loss, pain, regret, disappointments of the past, and was not willing to look at love. And then as there was a separation, now that separation was very inspiring. And then when this person got the news that agitated them that, hey, guess what? There's other competition here. They said, well, I'm going to step my game up. No longer will I block my love out. I'm going to let my love flow. And there were so that they say, I will face my shadow. I will face my shadow energy. I'm going to have to deal with this. And I'm going to have to take and learn these lessons if I'm going to be able to move forward. The only way forward is by going through the past. The only way forward was in going through the struggle, the challenge, and the irritation, the triggers of the past. And, the release came in finding a new perspective over that. The release came in, the energy was opened up for the love to flow in through finding new perspective over what? Over feeling alone. Somebody felt very alone. Somebody felt very alone. In order to change their energy, they went out. They felt left alone. They felt left in the cold. And then as they're in this place, they start facing their shadow. And this causes them to see things in another perspective and turn to their spirit, turn to their higher self, turn to Lustrous God. And because there was nothing physical to rely upon, there was no one or no thing physical to rely upon, this person began to be very spiritual. Four of Cups comes in and says, yeah, and it's the Four of Cups in reverse. Although this person had to do a lot of emotional processing and in order to find a place of calm, okay? Because there was this emotional upset in the past needed to be processed, okay? The 9 major arcana, the Hermit. Hearing this call and doing this emotional process, the spirit starts calling the person forward, starts calling the person forward. And now this person is telling you, like, you have shown me so much. You don't know how much the things you said have stayed with me. I've been changing. I've changed. I now have victory over my past. I now have victory over the demons. I now have victory over the secrets. I now have victory over the fears of my intuition. For somebody, you're dealing with a person who's spiritually awake and they're afraid of their spiritual power. They were born very attuned to their spiritual power, right? And it's always frightened them. But now they're willing to observe it, because I feel like this person can see spirit literally with their physical eyes, or they can hear spirit with their physical ears. It's like somebody who is very perceptive, able to perceive spirit. And now they're willing to clean up their vibration around that. And this person says, I'll wait. I will wait for you if I have to. There's somebody saying, I will wait for you as long as I have to. That's how they're feeling. Yeah, 7 of Wands. I'll continue to do the work for myself. I'm going to continue to learn. I'm going to continue to get better. I'm learning so much right now. I'm getting that for some of you, this is a message from your divine masculine to the divine feminine is what I'm getting right now. Okay. I've removed a lot of the programs and filters that held me back, and I'm noticing that so divine masculine is noticing a flow of financial opportunities that are seeming to come in through grace and magic, because they know that they've literally changed their mind. Thank you, Michael Rose. I see your super chat. Yay. So you'll be 3rd on the list then. All right. And the Chariot says there will be success. This person will be victorious. So let's see my viewer. Let's God. Show me my viewer in this. If my viewer is dealing with a Capricorn, show me the advice for my viewer to help them move towards what their purpose, their goals and aims are in this. The advice if they're dealing with a Capricorn is the Two of Wands. Spread your wings, try something you've never tried, do something you've never done to get the outcome that you've never done. I hear that your proclivity is to always go back to your past. For you, getting through this energy is going to be walking away from it and settling it once and for all. If your proclivity, your repetitive cycle is about always walking away, it's going to be about accepting the opportunity to have faith in somebody's growth and progress, and in your own growth and progress being mirrored through the growth and progress of the return of this person. Somebody is dealing with a Virgo. If you're dealing with the Virgo and you're hearing this message and it's resonant to you, the advice for you moving forward is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So they're saying, don't tell everything you know. They're also saying, you've got to learn to keep your jets cool. You cannot fly off the handle with every little thing that comes up. You've got to learn how to temper yourself, how to be yourself calm. Yes. Because as long as you're attacking, as long as you're offering this attacking behavior, you're going to continue to go back into the cycle, because this is about you displaying calm that is from within as opposed to being attacking. So, because somebody, it's like this person is trying to contact you. And I definitely feel like you have unfinished business. If you're dealing with this Virgo person, it's resonant. You and this Virgo have some unfinished business. Okay. And it needs to be dealt with. Somebody is been holding on to a grudge because somebody said something that hurt their feelings. And I'm hearing years ago. Somebody's dealing with a Cancer and you're resonant to the message. The advice for you is the Six of Swords in reverse. It's almost like a repetitive of the last message. You got to deal with the drama. You can't run from the vibration of it. It's you, anywhere you go, you find yourself. So there's that. Anywhere you go, you find yourself. Somebody's dealing with the Hermit, and I'm going to let you decide if that Hermit is another Virgo energy or if this is a recluse, or somebody whose numerology number is number 9, and you already know that. And your advice is, wow, the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, it's safe for you to start something here. Whatever your plan is, whatever your idea of investing was in the situation, yes, go for that, because it's very healing for you. This is your opportunity to release some huge, disappointing energy, right? By focusing upon the newness. Okay. Somebody is in this reading dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces who is anywhere from 20 to 30 years old. This person, 20 to 35 years old. This person is very guarded, and they think they can even come off as boastful. If you're dealing with this person, the advice for you is, yeah, you've already brought that to an end. Let that stay at the end. There's no going back at this point with that. Leave that alone. Leave it alone. You cannot go back. It's over. All right. Let's see. Somebody here is dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn feminine energy who is highly creative, and she seems to be very outdoorsy, in tune with nature. And she has gotten a little bit quiet. And the advice for you is Justice in reverse, saying, don't give up hope, because justice can only come in flesh once it's done in spirit. So let's see. There is a spiritual rebirth going on with this person. So allow that process to happen. And what has been cut off needs to stay cut off. And what is not yet cut off already does not need to be cut off. So there's that. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, masculine energy. The advice for you is to work mostly in spirit right now. Decide what you want, stick to it so that it can come to you. The flip-floppy back and forth energy is going to hold it off longer. Let's see if you're dealing with a Taurus, a very spiritual Taurus, a Taurus who is a spiritual leader, a Taurus who is a spiritual teacher, a Taurus who is sought after for their guidance. If you're dealing with this person, they're saying make sure that your joy is within, and you need to make sure that they're the only one. That's it. No playing around, no goofing around. This person, and I'm hearing this person is already knowing everything that's going on. So make sure that you're keeping yourself straight. Also, somebody's dealing with a Taurus, and that thing is so dead in the water there, and there's not going to be a return. There'll be a pining for a return, but there will not be a return. Somebody's dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, masculine energy or feminine energy, but somebody who's 20 to 35. The advice for you, if you're the one dealing with this person, is love but do not smother, love but do not mother, because this person has their own fears that they have to deal with, and you have to allow that to be. Huge energy in this love is the bottom of the deck is the Fool in reverse, and this reversal Fool is telling me this is all about spiritual growth going on, this and how it's affecting our relationships at this time. So with all that being said and done, wow, that was some pretty heavy hitting there. We're going to do a 3-card spread today for those of you who have sent your super chats and your donations. I'm so thankful and grateful that I get now this opportunity to be of service of you and offer you these mini readings here at the end of the general. So you still have time to get your name on the list. I have a queue going right now. So if you send your funds in by Super Chat or Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal are below the video in the description box, okay? By the time I start singing the song, if you've sent funds, it's just considered a donation, because if I started singing the song, then we won't be doing any more mini reads, okay? Anybody who has been having issues receiving the notifications that I've gone live through YouTube, I invite you to take advantage of being on my personal notifications list, in which I will add you to a text message that will go out at the beginning of every live Love, Peace, and Happiness Divine Download. Okay. So that'll be once a day. All right. All right. So let's just start. We've got the perfect messages for the viewers. What is the message for Wanda at this time? Wanda, the 4 of Cups, luxury, opportunity, emotional stability. You found a new level of emotional stability. You've grounded yourself in your heart energy. The Princess of Cups saying this is you looking for what you really want, staying lighthearted, keeping a happy joy energy. Something that's coming your way is you're going to be making a decision to move away from somebody. Tell me more about this. Yeah, there's an emotionally disappointing situation that you're going to be letting go of. You're not going to stick with it because you know that it is an insult to your power. It's an insult to your divinity. You know it's an insult to stick around in this disappointing, low vibrational situation that's affecting you emotionally, because you say this is an insult to who and what I am. I'm not going to do this any longer. I'm not going to allow myself to be treated in such a manner. The 4 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, so that tells me that this could be a person who you sleep with. This could be something that you've got through meditation. This could be something where you've prayed about it and now you're getting the answers that you had requested, okay? So let's see. Now we're going to go into Kat's mini reading. Kat, you're next, darling. Let's see what is the message for Kat at this time. And let me just scroll up and look at the screen. Okay. So Cat, and then we'll be doing Michael. You'll be after Cat. All right. So thank you for the perfect messages for Cat at this time. Thank you. What's a perfect message for Cat? Cat. All right, Cat. You're coming out with the Queen of Swords. It's saying you should be proud of yourself because you have cut off a situation. You learned how to stand up for yourself, speak for yourself. Maybe you're feeling a little bit icy right now. Maybe you're like, you know what, I done been through some shit. So just stay the fuck out of my way. Look, what's my name? Who are you talking to? You may be coming off a little bit like this right now in the sense of I'm not hiding. I'm not going to put myself down to make you feel better anymore. Whoever you are right now, you can be anybody, and any you that you decide to be, I'm going to speak out what I need and cut that shit off because I'm determined to move forward. And I cannot any longer allow others to dictate how I'm going to move, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to allow. I've got goals and I can attain all of my goals. And I had to take a step back. I feel like this is you taking a step back from somebody, lowering the expectation or lowering, and I feel like lowering their expectation of you in the sense of you may have thought I was always going to do this, but check this out, Homer. Check this out, Homer. No, check this out, homie. No more home runs for you. I'm pulling back my energy. That's what I get in that because it goes from the prince to the princess of discs. I also feel like you, in this, you're getting some, I'm hearing something beautiful. I love this. So Spirit is here saying there's a little boy and a little girl. And Mr. Scott is saying, be very kind. Be very kind in the way you speak to the children. In the sense of, we want to tell them what we want them to do, not what we don't want them to do. We want to highlight what we appreciate about them rather than what we don't appreciate about them. So I see my grandsons jumping up and down on the sofa, and it's like, I have the option at that time, and I hear them screaming, right? So grandsons screaming, jumping up and down on the sofa. And I always tell them, you're a big boy. You used to step on the sofa when you were a little baby, but now you're a big boy. So you have to keep your feet on the floor and your butt goes on the sofa. You could lay on the sofa if you want, but your butt goes on the sofa and your feet goes on the floor. So I tell them that. And I also tell them, if you want to jump up and down, come jump up and down from the floor, not on the sofa. And I say, how about we turn down the volume on our voices a little bit? Or I say, in other words, trying to find a more effective way to communicate with the children that causes them to get what we want them to do. Because so many times it's like, don't jump on the sofa. Don't be screaming like that. But see, in the don't do this, we're still focused on what they're doing that we do not want them to be doing. And so with our children, what is coming through your reading today is that you can teach them to focus on what you want them to, but you got to learn to do it first, okay? And this is going to be really good for you. I feel like by the time July rolls around, you're going to be noticing some differences in the children's behavior that will really make this forever for you. Like this will be your final thought. Like you're going to not only do this yourself, you're going to explain to other people how your experiences has changed. And it's not just with children. This is going to be with your world altogether, but the children are the best place to practice it. So that's what I have for you, Kat. Thank you. Let's see. And anywhere where there was a situation with the Leo that you stepped back from romantically, yeah, that's over. It's done. You're leaving that alone. No more chances. It's done. Okay. Now, Michael, it's your turn. Michael, let's see what is the messages for Michael. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so thankful and grateful. What is the perfect messages for Michael at this time? Mr. Scott, thank you. Perfect messages from Michael. Okay. Michael. Shock and awe, baby. Shock and awe. Something falling down. So that whatever was fake. So this is like praise, all the fake friends fell off today type of energy. The 7 of discs. Why? Because you're doing the work, harvesting your fruit. Anything that was not supposed to be part of your, in other words, if it ain't going into your future, it's falling off now. It's falling off at this time. Yes. Anywhere where, and it's like your intuition has told you, that there's certain things that you want, and you're going to have to let go of some of this other stuff. And then this other stuff, whether it was a situation or a person, they even showed their ass and just showed you exactly what you need to let go of. Some, maybe you need to let go of a Virgo and a Scorpio, but they're saying that during the full moon and Scorpio energy, that was what, the first night of the second night of the retreat, something came up, secret came to light, some kind of secret came to light, helping you to let go of some things. And it's like, oh, okay, the divine mind step in, the 7 of swords come in, this divine mind step in. As far as this goes with other people, it appears that, Michael, you learned about somebody's secret, you learned about somebody's lie, you learned about somebody's deception, and you knew you had to let that go. I feel like this person, this person really thought that they would be able to get away with it all forever, but what's done in the dark must come to light. And that's exactly what has happened. Something came to light. This person was telling you one thing and doing something else on the other side, and then thinking they was getting away with it. Was somebody trying to steal something from you? Somebody was stealing something from you. Did you find out that there was a $5 charge on your card that you didn't approve? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like somewhere, wherever a person or a situation was like thinking they was getting sneaky, getting away with something. Yeah, you found out about that. You brought that to an end, because it's like, you know, that you don't have to go snooping. You don't have to go digging and picking. What you need to know is coming your way. And these changes, whatever this fall off is, and it's about freeing you. I really feel also strongly that there's a spiritual freedom coming through you at this time, honey. And you're feeling it in the sense of, actually, you have 777 here. This is fortunate. This is lucky. You're feeling this spiritual empowering change in your consciousness, right? In your perspectives on things. It's helping you find ease in letting go of stuff that hadn't worked out before, and moving on from it, where you used to obsess about something, but you now know, like, I'm so glad that happened. Where you used to be obsessed about something, you now are like, I'm so glad that happened, and I'm so glad that I see why. And look at how fucking dope and amazing, I'm epic dope shit now, because I went through that. So there's like this whole epiphany that change your focus to everything is really working out for you. And so I just feel your intuition kicking all the way up. And again, go look up angel number 777 and 77, and the 7 itself as well. And I hear 21. I hear also look up 21. Okay. And so I want to thank you all for participating. I want to thank you all for contributing to the show, so that I can offer you mini readings and be of service to you. And I look forward to reading for you again. Hello, Moni. So lovely to see a new name today. To all of you who watch and stay silent, maybe you've never commented before, maybe it's just not your thing, that's okay. We appreciate you as well. But shout outs to our participants today. We had Wanda, Kat, and Michael, and also to Sherry and Jasmine and Essence, and we have Bill and Ricky. Yay. Okay. So for anyone who would like to get a mini reading in the show every day when I do the Love, Peace, and Happiness Divine Download, you have that opportunity. And so I just ask for a reciprocation of $5 or more. And if you're ready for your personal reading, you can go to the website, check it out, and we will definitely get a reading for you, okay? So with all that being said and done, I want to say kamsahamnida, gracias, dankeschön, and thank you. I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through. Call love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. It's in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time, love you, ladies.